What's up, everybody? So in Matthew 27 verse 24, let's just cut to the chase. Jesus was about to be crucified. Pontius Pilate was about to sentence him to crucifixion, or the people sentenced him to crucifixion. Pontius Pilate just agreed to it, and then he washes his hands, and then he says, "I'm innocent of this man's blood." And then the congregation, or the people, the Jews that were right there, the multitude, they said, "Let his blood be upon us and on our children." Now, I don't think they even realize what they're saying there spiritually. I don't think they realize what they're actually saying spiritually. I don't think they realize the meaning of what they're actually saying spiritually. But let's save that for another day. Let's save that for another video. Let's take a look at what Pontius Pilate says. The actions of Pontius Pilate. Pilate saw no fault in him. Pilate saw no fault in Jesus Christ, and he was about to have him crucified or sentence him, and then he says, he dips his hands in water. He dips his hands in water and says, "I'm innocent." He dips his hands in water in front of the multitudes, and he says, "I'm innocent of this man's blood." Hold on a minute, Pontius Pilate. You had the right idea of washing yourself to be innocent, but this man dips only his this man baptizes only his hands, and says, "I am innocent of this man's blood." First of all, no man is innocent of this man's blood. No man of innocence of Jesus Christ's blood. No man. We're all guilty. All of us. And then you don't just dip your hands in water as if this is the thing that can make you innocent of this man's blood. Do you see the irony there? You see the irony? The dipping of your hands in the water is not the thing that makes you innocent. What's the thing that makes you innocent? It's baptism. Baptism. Romans 6 and verse 4 says that baptism, in baptism we submerge fully, whole body, not just the hands. We submerge fully in the water so that we are buried with Christ. And then when we come up out of the water, this is in Romans 6 and verse 4, we come up out of the water and we walk in the newness of life. Newness of life. New life. Innocence. The only person, we can't declare ourselves innocent of any man, of Jesus' blood. We can't the only person that can declare us innocent of Jesus' blood is God. And we can only do that through baptism, says Romans 6 and verse 4. Through baptism, we are submerged in the water, we're buried with Christ. And when we come up from the water, we then will have to walk in the newness of life. New life, innocence. So you don't just dip your hands, and there's no such thing as baptism. Is not this sprinkling or a dipping of hands or the head or whatever. There's no half stepping with Christ, right? There's no half stepping with Christ, because Christ did not half step for you. Christ fully committed to you, so much so that he died for you. So let's not half step with Christ. I mean, I know there's a lot of us that do half step with Christ. I'm guilty of it sometimes. A lot of us are guilty of that sometimes. But let's remember that Christ did not half step for you. Christ fully committed for you. He did not half step for you. So we should not be half stepping for Christ. All right. So praise God always. That's the word for today. See you guys next time.